How do men approach me?
Women ask about you, guys, everybody. They love Joy Taylor.
Well, I appreciate that.
Isn't this a woman that's kind of slept her way to power? And is that the blueprint that we're laying out for young women?
You will not believe what happened to one of the biggest sports organizations. Today, we're diving into a brewing scandal that has rocked the foundations of one of sports media's biggest giants, Fox Sports. Allegations of abuse of power, inappropriate behavior, and career manipulation have surfaced, involving some of the network's top personalities. As we unravel the layers of this controversy, ask yourself, how do the actions of a few impact the many, not just within the walls of their studios, but in the court of public opinion across the globe? Stay tuned as we explore the intricate web of power, privilege, and professional conduct in the world of celebrity sports reporting. Between 2016 and 2024, a series of allegations surfaced involving some of the most notable figures at Fox Sports. Central to these allegations is a lawsuit filed by a hairstylist who claims that the workplace environment at Fox Sports was tainted by favoritism, abuse of power, and unprofessional conduct that allegedly advanced careers at the expense of ethics and respect. The lawsuit names several high-profile individuals, including Joy Taylor, a well-known sports broadcaster and moderator, and Charles Dixon, a vice president at Fox. The allegations suggest a complex network of relationships and manipulations, where career advancements were linked to personal interactions that went far beyond acceptable workplace behavior. The controversy primarily revolves around claims that career opportunities were often exchanged for favors, which constitutes a blatant violation of professional ethics and potentially legal standards. This situation highlights not just the actions of the individuals involved, but also the underlying culture of an organization that may have permitted such behavior to occur without oversight. Taylor, known for her sharp insights and commanding presence, has become a prominent figure in sports broadcasting, thanks to her articulate commentary and strong on-air personality. However, a recent lawsuit presents a different narrative. It alleges that her swift rise within Fox Sports was not solely due to her professional abilities.
To really appreciate each step of your career. I think as young people, you have a really otherworldly confidence, right? Like sometimes I'm like, damn, you look like a picture of your younger self. Well, I don't know, like I'm looking back like, damn, I thought I was fat there. I look good. What was wrong with me? You have this real confidence about yourself when you're young, which is great. Like they say, youth is wasted on the young.
But also involved relationships that compromised her integrity and the fairness of the promotion process at the network. It is claimed that she leveraged these relationships to secure significant roles on shows like Undisputed and later Speak, which have played a crucial role in shaping her public image. As vice president, Dixon held substantial power over the careers of on-air talent and other staff at Fox Sports. The allegations suggest that Dixon abused this power, engaging in quid pro quo arrangements, where career advancements were offered in exchange for personal favors. If proven true, this behavior would represent a serious misuse of authority, undermining the integrity of the staffing process and fostering an environment where ethical boundaries were routinely ignored. A plaintiff, identified only as a longtime stylist for the network, has brought forward claims that shed light on the troubling dynamics behind the scenes at Fox Sports. Her allegations suggest she was coerced into a system where favors became a currency for professional advancement. By filing the lawsuit, she demonstrates the challenges faced by non-celebrity staff in confronting entrenched power dynamics within major corporations. Her experiences paint a troubling picture of a workplace where professional boundaries are not only blurred, but seemingly absent. The allegations surrounding key figures in this situation highlight a potential systemic failure within Fox Sports to uphold a professional and ethical work environment. This case raises broader concerns about corporate culture in the entertainment industry, where power imbalances and a lack of accountability can create conditions conducive to abuse and misconduct. It is not merely about individual missteps. It reflects how structures and systems can either promote or inhibit such behavior. The plaintiff claims that Joy Taylor secured her position as a moderator on major sports talk shows through intimate relationships with influential individuals, including Charles Dixon.
I think Cam is incredibly immature, which he's exhibited not just in this situation, but throughout his career. It's really disappointing for me. I think that the NFL is better when Cam Newton is playing at his highest level. He's a superstar, he's entertaining, and he brings a factor to the NFL as a black quarterback that is needed.
Right.
And I'm a huge supporter of his. It's disappointing. I mean, you see the reaction to this all the time whenever women's credibility is questioned. To me, it's not surprising. We're going to talk about Terrell Pryor a little bit later on in the show.
These relationships allegedly had a direct impact on her career path, allowing her to bypass traditional and merit-based routes to advancement. According to the lawsuit, Dixon frequently exploited his authority to influence staffing decisions, often demanding personal favors in exchange for professional opportunities. This abuse of power is characterized as part of a larger pattern, where Dixon's decisions were driven more by personal relationships than by professional qualifications. The plaintiff, a hairstylist, recounts several incidents in which she felt pressured to comply with the advances of superiors to secure her job. One significant claim involves an unwanted physical advance from Dixon at a company event, which reportedly took place in front of other employees, demonstrating the blatant nature of the misconduct. The plaintiff describes a hostile work environment that worsened after she rejected advances and spoke out against the unethical practices. This alleged retaliation included professional isolation, diminished work opportunities, and a concerted effort to undermine her position within the company, ultimately impacting her mental health and career progression. The lawsuit also implicates the higher management tiers of Fox Sports, accusing them of turning a blind eye to the ongoing abuses, and in some cases, actively covering up misconduct to protect the company's public image and their top talent. These allegations, if proven true, reveal a concerning disregard for ethical standards and employee welfare at Fox Sports, indicating that systemic changes are needed to address these deep-rooted issues. Initially, Fox Sports' response to the allegations seemed muted. This lack of prompt and decisive action raises questions about the effectiveness of the organization's internal mechanisms for addressing serious complaints. It suggests a possible initial attempt to downplay the severity of the situation or to protect the company's public image at the expense of addressing the underlying issues. After the allegations became public, Fox Sports announced an internal investigation into the claims. While this step is necessary, it is being scrutinized for its transparency and thoroughness.
It's very easy to tell somebody, do this or behave this way, when that's not your lifestyle. If you're Tim 4567, nobody's bothering you.
Right.
Nobody knows who you are.
Right, right.
So it's very easy for you to say, Katie shouldn't respond.
Right.
You don't have 10 million people telling you you're a sellout every day.
Right.
Have that happen to you, and then we can come and have a legit conversation about it.
Observers and stakeholders are closely monitoring to ensure that the investigation is not merely a formality, but rather a genuine effort to uncover the truth and hold those responsible accountable. The handling of these allegations has likely had a significant impact on employee morale. For staff at Fox Sports, witnessing high-profile figures embroiled in scandals can erode trust in leadership and diminish confidence in the organization's ability to provide a safe and fair working environment. This loss of trust can have long-term consequences for team cohesion and employee retention. The broader public reaction has been one of dismay and disappointment, which could lead to viewership declines and potentially financial repercussions for Fox Sports. Advertisers and sponsors might reconsider their partnerships with the network, fearing the negative publicity associated with the allegations. If the allegations are proven true, Fox Sports could face significant legal challenges, including lawsuits and the potential for settlements. These legal battles may result in considerable financial costs and further harm the company's reputation. Ultimately, Fox Sports will be tested on its ability to learn from this scandal and implement real changes to prevent future issues. This includes reassessing their corporate culture, enhancing training on ethical behavior, and strengthening policies to protect employees from harassment and abuse of power. The legal challenges arising from the allegations are complex. If the courts find evidence supporting the plaintiff's claims, Fox Sports could face significant penalties, such as hefty fines and mandatory reforms in their employment practices. Additionally, this lawsuit could set a precedent for how similar cases are addressed in the future, highlighting the legal responsibility of corporations to maintain a harassment-free workplace. Beyond the legal implications, the scandal raises important ethical questions.
From Willie Brown to Montel Williams, and eventually landed on Doug Emhoff, some Jewish dude. Isn't this a woman that's kind of slept her way to power? And is that the blueprint that we're laying out for young women?
Central to these concerns is the abuse of power and the manipulation of career paths for personal gain. Such behavior not only violates fundamental ethical standards, but also undermines the trust placed in individuals in positions of authority. Companies are expected to adhere to a code of ethics that promotes fairness, respect, and integrity, values that appear to be compromised in this situation. This case could lead to a reevaluation of industry standards, especially regarding how relationships and power dynamics are handled in the workplace. It may result in stricter regulations and increased oversight by industry bodies to prevent similar abuses in other organizations. For Fox Sports and similar organizations, this scandal highlights the necessity for stronger governance structures to prevent such issues from arising. This includes better compliance with existing laws, enhanced transparency in management decisions, and more rigorous enforcement of ethical guidelines. The reputational damage from such scandals can be long-lasting and extensive. For Fox Sports, rebuilding public trust will require a sustained commitment to ethical practices and making amends where necessary. This effort involves transparently addressing the issues, making the outcomes of investigations public, and demonstrating genuine accountability in rectifying the situation. The allegations also highlight the need for corporations to better protect their employees from unethical behaviors and practices. This could include establishing safer reporting mechanisms that allow employees to voice concerns without fear of retaliation, providing better support systems, and fostering an inclusive environment that discourages abuses of power. The story has been extensively covered by major news outlets, sports journalism platforms, and social media, each analyzing the events and their implications.
It is wrong. So, and that's intentional, right? Like, we don't want, coming from journalistic backgrounds, we don't want the story to be us. So even though I'm in the opinion space, I don't want the story to be what my opinion is. I'm just sharing it. We're having conversations. So it was a conversation that we had when we first had the idea to do it, that
the media's focus has not only been on the sensational details, but also on the systemic issues exposed by such a scandal within the sports entertainment industry. Commentary has varied from critical analyses of the corporate culture at Fox Sports to broader discussions about power dynamics in media organizations. The public response has largely been one of outrage and disappointment. Fans and viewers have taken to social media to express their dissatisfaction with the alleged behavior and the initial inadequate response by Fox Sports leadership. This public pressure is crucial as it emphasizes the societal expectations for moral and ethical conduct from both individuals and corporations. Viewer trust in Fox Sports and its programming may suffer significantly as a result of these allegations. Trust is a fundamental element in the broadcaster-viewer relationship, and once eroded, it can be difficult to restore. This mistrust could lead to a decline in viewership numbers and, by extension, advertising revenue, which is vital for any media company. In response to the allegations, various advocacy groups and industry watchdogs have called for more stringent measures to prevent similar incidents. These organizations have been vocal in demanding changes not only at Fox Sports but across the industry, advocating for stronger harassment policies, better training on ethics and compliance, and more effective enforcement mechanisms. The scandal has also sparked a wider conversation about workplace ethics and the responsibility of employers to ensure a safe and respectful working environment. This discourse is taking place across various platforms, including industry conferences, online forums, and within other media organizations, pushing for a reevaluation of corporate practices and cultural norms. Like the Fox Sports scandal, other prominent cases often involve misuse of power.
How do men approach me?
Women ask about you, guys, everybody. They love Joy Taylor.
Well, I appreciate that. You're not really asking me the question, though, but
we gonna get to it.
So I can.
It's gonna get to it.
I can answer this without controversy. People are always very nice.
Harassment and corporate cover-ups. Examples include the Hollywood #MeToo movement, which exposed widespread abuses in the entertainment industry, and the financial sector scandals, where unethical practices often went unchecked due to powerful individuals protecting their interests. From these scandals, several lessons emerge about the importance of robust internal controls, the need for active oversight by boards and regulators, and the effectiveness of whistleblower protections. Many organizations have since instituted mandatory training on workplace ethics, established clearer reporting lines for misconduct, and enhanced transparency in their operational procedures. These scandals have led to a reevaluation of industry standards, particularly in terms of governance and accountability. For instance, in Hollywood, there has been a significant push towards more inclusive practices and the establishment of guidelines that prevent abuses of power. Similarly, in finance, stricter regulatory compliance measures have been implemented to curb unethical behavior. Each scandal brings with it a cultural shift towards greater awareness and intolerance of unethical behavior. Public and professional expectations have evolved, demanding more from organizations in terms of ethical leadership and corporate citizenship. This shift is a crucial step towards changing how businesses operate internally and how they are perceived externally. Despite these positive changes, implementing reforms and truly shifting corporate culture remains challenging. Many organizations struggle with balancing transparency with privacy, enforcing policies without creating an atmosphere of surveillance, and maintaining productivity while implementing new ethical guidelines.